Von Helton has this made up religion where he fights imaginary demons and controls the weather after the fact. You know, the weather report, and they'll say, see, I caused this. But, ridiculous. And his gods tell him what he wants. And they tell him to do what he wants to do. So his gods are, just his selfish ambitions brought out by his made up religion. It's basically a pure Von Helton selfishism, is what his religion is. And he also is making some very damning remarks towards the Frosts lately, and Larry specifically, and Ronnie Ray and Millie, and all they're good people. I've talked to a few of them. I'm friends with Larry, and I've even talked on Facebook with Marcia. So they're all good people. Von Helton's the one who isn't a good person. And so he tries to make up for it by threatening lawsuits and talking about how he's so justified by his own made up gods. So without further ado, let's roll this bean footage. Okay, everybody, I should tell you about my God. And I have the true graduate, the universe, and they give me Elder Scrolls, and they tell me I's good, and you can pound sand if you don't like it, 'cause my God say I's a model citizen. It's not neglect. I didn't neglect my kids. The trolls neglected my kids. I didn't pull the gun on Andrea. The trolls pulled the gun on Andrea. I didn't take Andrea off her medication to make her have a nervous breakdown. The trolls made her have a nervous breakdown. And I just took her to the hospital and told her to get out of the car, and I drove off. I didn't even care what happened to her from there on. But the trolls ruined my marriage. Because the trolls are evil. Yet, I pulled my gun on your wife, but the trolls are the evil ones. Yes, I neglected my kids, but the trolls are the evil ones. Yes, I steal valor from other veterans, but the trolls are the evil ones. It's the trolls' fault that I steal valor. It's a troll's fault that I pretended to be the Punisher. And so my gods chose me because the trolls' fault. Now I has my gods. My gods are unnamed gods. My gods chose me to destroy New Orleans because the mayor said he was going to make it a chocolate city. And I don't like black people, so... And the gods don't like black people. My gods don't like black people. So we was going to destroy New Orleans. Even though New Orleans didn't get destroyed, I predicted that it was going to get destroyed even though it didn't get destroyed. Okay? So that's the thing. So whose is my gods? What is my gods?
Who was it? Who could it possibly be? Was it... Oh, I don't know. Satan?
Who told me that the gods were going to kill my enemies? Who told me to make the Elder Scrolls?
Who was it? Who could it possibly be? Was it... Oh, I don't know. Satan?
So who told me to not stop the hurricanes so that I could destroy the black people that live there? Because I don't like black people in the cities. Number one. Number two. And so who was it who told me to not stop that hurricane, even though I don't really stop any hurricanes at all anyway, but who told me that?
Could it be Satan?
Who tells me to report on fake news as if it is my own stuff that I made it up? Well, I do make it up because I added to it. Lots of times I take the news and read the headlines and make up my own article and say it's proof because there's the article. Yeah, that's one of my ways of lying. Now, who tells me to tell these lies that I constantly tell almost every time I open my mouth? Who told me to do these lies?
Could it be Satan?
Now, in my treasure, I think that I've got lots of knowledge of all religions and all the laws and everything. And so I claim I know everything about the law because I do real estate lawyer, even though I'm not one. And so I'm going to tell you what I want for myself and make up the laws to benefit me. That's what I do. So in 2006, I was unaware of this until recently. When my daddy passed away, I was the only male left in the family. So everything became mine. Because I have opinions. Yep, I sure do. And so everything on this property is mine as of 2006 because my dad, who died, and everything that belonged to my mom, because my mom belongs to my dad, like Andrea used to belong to me. She was my property. And my mom is my dad's property. And so everything that he owns goes to me, which is everything that my mom, see? Everything that belonged to my mom becomes mine. And so actually, they can have power of attorney all they want. But everything belongs to me now. I'm the daddy of the family. And so it is my money. It is my truck. It is my properties. My God gives me the knowledge of the law, and I get the laws from my God. And my gods tell me who gives me all that information?
Could it be Satan?
So Kentucky law gives me all of it. All of it. I got everything belongs to my mom. I got the money from her businesses. I got the money that she got to her family. I get all of it because I am the male blood heir. And so even though my kids are blood heir, they can pound sand because I'm going to destroy this land before they're old enough to take it. I will have it taken away I won't even pay taxes on it because I'm too stupid to know how to pay taxes. So I won't be paying no taxes at all. That's right. And then my kids won't get nothing because I will ruin it. Yep, I will. If my mom passes away, if I happen to outlive my mom, which is doubtful because I live off of donuts, Mountain Dew, and processed meals. So I probably won't outlive my mom. That'd be good for my kids, but not for my selfish wants and needs. Now, my greatest accomplishment in life is to fly in a cardboard airplane made out of foam boards, and I flew it a whole 15 feet. Now, I failed everything in my life, being in the Army, being a husband twice now, being a father, and a son, and an employee. I failed at all of those things. But I have succeeded in life because I threw an airplane 15 feet out there in the yard. With my swollen feet and my long toenails and all that. I made it out there. And that's right. And so CPS needs to get my kids back because I am now employed as an airline pilot. I'm officially a pilot. I finished flight school, and now I'm a pilot. So the government needs to send me money because I'm against communism. And Larry Frost, he going to prison because he's helped my mom, and making it harder for me to steal from my mom. Well, I'm not stealing because I claim it's mine because I have a penis, but, you know, I had to steal it in order to rightfully get it, what's owed to me. The gods gives me that money. The gods give me Jerry's check. I'm not supposed to get Jerry's check anymore because he's not here anymore. But because I'm not getting it is because the trolls told CPS. Now, the gods are going to kill them for that. Because you don't mess with my money. Even though it's fraudulent, even though I'm fraudulently taking money from the government for Jerry's check, even though I'm stealing from my mom, the gods are going to put you in prison. That's right. They're going to put you in prison. How do I know this? Because they told me so. Who told me so?
Who was it? Who could it possibly be? Was it, oh, I don't know. Satan?
That's right, my unnamed gods. They don't like me because I'm a pagan. Which, that's why they don't like that I neglect my kids. That's why they don't like that I abuse my wife and my mother and everything. Because they don't like pagans. And I'm an eclectic pagan. And so I rights and all the time rights. And Daisy's wrong. And Larry and Ronnie Ray Frost, bye-bye, you go prison. You go prison because you take money from the male heir. I didn't steal the money. Larry stole the money. Well, I stole it. But I'm blaming on Larry because my God says I can. So that's it. See, they told me that Larry going to prison for double life sentences. And CPS going to prison. And the judge is going to prison if he doesn't say things the way my gods want them to do. Now, who is in my gods?
Who could it have been? Let's see, I don't know. Let me think. Let me knock on Mr. Noggin. Who could trick us into doing that? Could have been Satan.
Says my god's crazier than universe. And boy, my hair is so dirty and greasy. I haven't washed it since last time I went to court, maybe. I don't think I washed it last time I went to court, so I don't know when I last washed it to my hair. See, my hair just stays down like this. I don't need hairspray or gel or anything. My hair just stays flat to my head because all the grime and grease. And I'm itching myself constantly because, you know, I'm just so dirty and filthy all the time. And that's why that is. But who's the one who told me